on, Lion-O. You promised us a ride.
She said she'd be here. Funny, she's never been late before.
You wasted your time then, didn't you?
I did not. I did it because...
I got a fresh ass.
All right, everybody. It is 9:00 p.m. Colored People's Time. Now I'm going to show up at Colored People's Time. And once again, it is time for the Midnight Run Vacation Series. The great one was put on vacation, and I have been taking advantage of it. So, once again, of course, it's me, it's the VINCE, and I hope everybody's doing all right tonight. I did go to I went down to Boda's to get my usual cigars, and they were holding a fundraiser. And guess what? I got the fundraiser stuff here. Got myself 8 cigars there. They gave me a special deal on it there, you know, and stuff. Couldn't pass it up. I'm on vacation. You know, didn't pay that much. I got like 8 cigars. High premium. Usually you run about $12, $13, $15. The great one is perfectly fine with that. So I'm going to spend the weekend smoking these cigars. Including the one tonight. The Oliva Serie O. And it's going to pair well with my classic smoky vanilla coffee. With a little bit of Gentleman Jack, Richard Overton style. With a little flavor in it there, folks. Gotta put your flavor in the ear like Craig Mack. And, of course, got my water cup given to me by my good friend Pugman. Y'all be sure to thank Pugman for me. Now, folks, we've had a lot going on. Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, otherwise known as Mr. Freak Out, he got 4 years. That is insane. How in the world is it possible for someone to get 4 years for violation of the Mann Act? I mean, obviously the judge punished him for stuff that he wasn't convicted, but oh well. As long as he's out of that jail and in prison, it's a lot nicer in prison, folks. Jail, you are fully restricted. Prison, he can order his stuff off the prison commissary. He can get Chick-fil-A if he wanted to. I kid you not, folks. You don't have to eat the prison food there, and nobody ain't gonna mess with him. He's got money. That means he could have security. Yeah, nobody ain't messing with him. Because you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna start giving out his commissary to other inmates to curry favor. The same as Bill Cosby did. Very easy to do, folks. Nobody ain't gonna stab him. Even the Aryans ain't gonna mess with him. So how much time he's probably gonna get? He's probably gonna do another year and a half, probably. Be out on good behavior, because Lord knows he ain't really he's not gonna really need to do anything. Now, it's possible that Trump may pardon him. But yeah, reminder, no Dubs videos. No, we don't want that. We don't want that guy. We don't. Kaizen, what's up there? I've not trained all week, actually, except for Monday. like I said, I'm taking a break from things. I messed up this arm here, so. But, you know, you can still do cardio and stuff like that, whether I'm pounding cheek, or in this case, I was scrubbing my deck this morning. You know, I got that garden faucet hose hooked up the other day. So I decided, why am I going to pay someone $1,000 just to clean my deck when I can do it myself? And it's looking good. I'm going to put the stain on that. Yes, indeed. We're going to do that. It looked good. It looked good. Got to do a couple scrubs here and there, but, you know, it's going to be all right, you know. Which is normally about men's dating issues, but you always sneak a little whiskey in my coffee. It's I don't do that in the morning. I do that usually on the midnight run. I rarely drink anymore. Yeah, he got 4 years. Yeah, he got punished for stuff he didn't get convicted for. I want y'all to think about this for a minute. Jack Johnson in the 1920s got convicted of the Mann Act and got less than a year. And this is the 1920s when they were stringing up Negroes. The height of the KKK. I mean, if there was one time in history where black people were just hated, that would have been the 20s. On God, too. I've never heard of I've never heard of anyone getting 4 years for violation of the Mann Act. Y'all ask what the Mann Act is? It's an act that shouldn't even be there to begin with. It's a federal charge of soliciting a prostitute. That's all it really is. It was put there back in the early 1900s to keep black men off of white women and to discourage them from messing with a Negro. It's sort of like that charge along with obstruction. I hate obstruction. Obstruction is also not a charge. It's accusing you of possibly lying. It's perjury without perjury, in other words. Saying, and it's not lying, it's saying that you left out information or you weren't being true, therefore you obstructed the government. It's another BS charge. Nah, I mean, 4 years. Oh, well. He'll be fine in prison. And Cassie's saying that he's threatening retribution. I'm like, oh, come on. Really? If he was gonna, she knows good and well he's not gonna go. He's not gonna go up. He's not gonna go and go after Cassie. I mean, the Kid Cudi thing, the car blowing up, didn't even have nothing to do with the case. They were introducing shit that didn't even make no bit of sense, and they're punishing him for stuff that he was found not guilty of. 4 years for the Mann Act. Yeah, we're back to using matches, folks. So we're going to give it a nice little toast. Yeah, if I'm going to smoke a premium cigar, I'm going to do it Gentleman's Gazette style. So if you notice, folks, there's that nice toast on there. Why do you toast a cigar, folks? It's quite simple. And air it out. Let it breathe a little bit. Get some of that smoky flavor in. She ain't covering jack. She gets $20 million off the lawsuit and then another $20 million. I mean, literally speaking, then she wrote a book about it. She's just cashing in for being a whore. I mean, that's exactly what she is. But if I was in her place, I would do the same thing. I'll be your whore for $60 million. But it doesn't mean, folks, just because I'm on vacation does not mean that the Great One has not been working. Oh yeah, indeed, the Great One has been working, folks. This here, by far, is the fastest website I've ever put together, folks. That's all. A lot of the pictures and images, Centra AI. Look how beautiful that is, folks. What do you think? What do you think about that, Dale? What do you think? I put this together in an hour and a half, folks. 1 hour and a half. Centra put all this stuff up here. Is that not cool, folks? All of that is AI generated images. And it's very important to use white people in order to advertise your products here. Now, people think that that's racist, but the fact of the matter is that I'm not selling hot wings and stuff. You know, this is organic groceries. All right? I cater to my target audience. Period. I mean, a couple of my websites have black folks in it. But honestly, folks, I let the AI do its job. If it wants to put little white kids and white people in there, hey, perfectly fine. Look, there's a gay couple right behind it. So I'm being a little... that is a gay couple. I just realized that. They threw some figs in there. Damn. Thoughts on the WNBA? I don't watch the WNBA. I mean, I don't watch women, folks. I don't watch women's basketball. I don't watch women's basketball. Why? Why would I bother watching stuff like that? Seriously. Nah, it's AI generated. I could have just said to generate some Negroes. But the truth of the matter is, what I put in the Centra AI, it says, you create the best pictures possible for advertising an online grocery store. And that's what it spit out. That's what it did. It spit that out. Am I gonna argue with the AI? I mean, look at this stuff here. It's not even, this isn't even spelled right. Granola crusters. Look at this. You can still tell that this is AI because some of the words don't make any bit of sense. Look, this guy got 4 freaking fingers. Where's his thumb at? He ain't got no thumb. Where's his thumb at? Oh, 4-fingered bastard. I'll go ahead and look it up. I've not kept up with the WNBA. Hold on. Caitlin Clark makes her true feelings clear for WNBA commissioner to be fired intensified. Like I said, if you want my opinion, I think some of them are on their periods right now. You know, it's that time of the month, and you know these women get cranky sometimes. You know. Fact of the matter is, if it wasn't for the WNBA, no one would know really who Caitlin Clark is. Or that other woman, Miss Thang. What's her name? It's the one that she's been... Angel Reese, yeah. I mean, let's put it this way. The only reason why Caitlin Clark is famous for is because she was flashing a winning gesture. And Angel Reese flashed a winning gesture. And then it turned into a black and white thing. And the WNBA has been milking it. Has been milking it now. I mean, but at the end of the day, it's still women's basketball. It's boring. Yeah, I wish Imus was around. Imagine if Don Imus was still around. Oh man, he would tear them to pieces. But most people don't last forever there. Everyone has to go. Can't be around forever. Yeah, Imus would have had fun with this. I mean, some of these people sometimes has to go. You know, your Rush Limbaugh. They gotta go sometimes, you know. Everyone has to go one day. Imagine if George Carlin was still around. Would you rather watch the WNBA or Dubs live for 2 hours? Oh, I would definitely watch the WNBA. And not only that, Ryan, I would sleep quite well. I mean, that's good napping. That's good napping TV right there. I'd probably end up falling asleep. I mean, think about it. I don't even watch the regular NBA. The only thing I watch, folks, is football, and that's it. And bodybuilding shows. That's it. Bodybuilding and football. Anything else, F it. We not doing it. It just ain't gonna happen. Alright? The days of Air Jordan are over with. I've just never been into basketball. I just haven't. Football's my thing. Man, that was a good game Thursday. I mean, the Rams and the 49ers and stuff. That was a really good game. The Rams' biggest mistake is they actually went for it. They should not have gone for it. They should have kicked the field goal. You know, because it was too risky. Way too risky. Stem was around too long? Yeah. Speaking of which, Quick Pup, I heard you was streaming, man. All right. Everyone knew the WNBA was around. It's still just as boring. Okay, they got a little bump. It wasn't Caitlin Clark that drew attention to the WNBA. It was pitted as Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. So without both Caitlin Clark or Angie Reese, there would be, the WNBA would not have had their increase in traffic whatsoever. If Caitlin Clark was the only person that entered into the WNBA, no one would have noticed. They both had to go. If Angel Reese entered the WNBA by herself, nobody would have noticed. Without the combination of Angel Reese, the black woman, and Caitlin Clark, the white woman, and pitting the black person against the white person, there wouldn't have been an uptick in the WNBA. And the commissioner and everyone else pumped it up in order to make some money. Now Caitlin Clark is out. That leaves one person there. And you can't have a one-man fight. You got to have two people, period. It was a joke, folks. At the end of the day, women's basketball is just boring. But folks, get your questions in. If you wish to make a donation, you can. Be sure to smash the like button. Oh boy. Let's see what else is posted up here. We got some mints tonight, folks. Looks like we got another Frank Tufano video. And of course, Stefano still got more videos. Why? Why? What is the purpose of it? Man, this cigar is awesome. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we're going to do a Rate the Whore.
124, and there you go, your women's flyweight matchup, Omo versus White.
Probably a 6. I mean, she's very average looking. You know.
What do you do for a living?
Just average. I mean, that's not a knock on her. A 6 is a pretty good score. I mean, the thing about it is that I would have to see her in a regular dress, but judging by that picture right now, she looks like a 6. She looks worn down, which is to be expected. I would have to see her off season, in other words, whenever she's not fighting. Well, not directly after fighting, after the bruises have healed up. So a 6 is a pretty good score. She probably looks more like an 8 whenever she's not in fight mood there, Ryan. So I would consider that a good score, actually. It's hard to judge or rate someone when they're in a very physically drained condition. I mean, she was clearly drained from dieting and stuff and cutting weight. But folks, get your questions in. Of course, we will start videos 10 o'clock. As always. Folks, there is nothing like a premium cigar. There really isn't. Now, folks, someone had mentioned the Klansman shop, but there is some news on the Redneck shop. Now, folks, the Redneck shop became the Echo Theater. And now they're trying to raise money for this, and they're trying to use its former setting for as far as a Redneck shop. And the thing about it is, this building has been a bunch of different things. It's just that for a very short period of time, it used to be the Redneck shop. It's not been the Redneck shop for close to 20 some years now. Probably over 20 years. Kennedy's goal is to turn the space into a place that hates people. I mean, the building needs to be torn down at this point. It's old. And, you know, using the crux of the Redneck shop ain't gonna save the building. That building is old. I'm just surprised that it never moved online. You know, I wonder if you can buy clan memorabilia online. When was the Redneck shop opened? The Redneck shop was opened back in the mid-90s, actually, so we're talking 30 years. I mean, someone drove a car into it. When did it close down? Like 15 years ago? I mean, we're talking about an old building. Would you rate Caitlin Clark a 5? I would rate both her and Angel Reese a 5. That's just not poontang that you want to poon. okay? I mean, look at Angel Reese. What do they call her? Bayou Barbie or something? I mean, she's got more makeup on than Bozo the Clown. And Caitlin Clark is just a lanky white girl. I mean, and her face is just butt ugly. Those are some nappy-headed hoes right there. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, those are just some nappy-headed hoes. And women's basketball is still boring as hell. Just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is, folks. Those are some nappy-headed hoes. I mean, all this hoopla over these two. Now that Caitlin Clark's out with an injury, guess what? Everything's gone down. It isn't because of Caitlin Clark, it's because she can't beef with Angel Reese. They gotta both be on the court. If Angel Reese got injured and Caitlin Clark was the only one there, ratings would still be down. Is my test dosage still low? Yeah, I'm still taking 25 milligrams once a week. I mean, it's true. I mean, let me put something to you this way here. I mean, seriously. Let's pull up her picture. See, look. Let me show you something here, folks. Now, do you expect that to be a 9? Seriously, is this supposed to be a 9? Look at her. She's got the little Joker grin and stuff like that. I mean, my God. I'm sorry, folks. No. Hair's all dry and everything. Literally. And I mean, let's look at Angel Reese. I mean, seriously. Let's really look at Angel Reese. That's Angel Reese right there. Ah! So like I said, both of them are just ugly as fuck. Nothing personal, people. I'm not trying to be bad, but they're both 5s, okay? That is no Barbie whatsoever. Now, I'm sure they look a lot better off the court and everything. But seriously, folks, they're not good looking. Alright? They're not supermodels. Now, this is a much better picture of her, but not by much. Okay? I mean, seriously, folks. I mean, this is what we have to deal with. Alright? Not really, because she was coming back. She was suspended. When you're completely out with an injury for the rest of the season, truth, that's when numbers drop. Angel Reese can't do anything without Caitlin Clark and vice versa. They're joined at the hip, no different than Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, and that's what they try to compare both of them to. Caitlin Clark up there on the court sticking her tongue out like she Michael Jordan. I'm sorry, but Michael Jordan can dunk a basketball. Caitlin... The only person I've seen that dunked the basketball is Brittany Griner. And that's quite questionable, too. When I start seeing a woman fly through the air, slam dunking balls, by God, I will be watching. But until then, nope, 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 nope. It's still women's basketball. I don't care who's watching. I'm not watching no women's basketball. I can't even watch 2 minutes of women's it's women's basketball. It's like Dub's videos, you know? Nobody wants them. I mean, it's like someone being compared to calling someone the Michael Jordan of Domino's Pizza. You know what I mean? He may be really good at making pizzas and stuff, and he may make them fast, but he's still a Domino's pizza worker, alright? Just because you're really good at doing something doesn't mean everyone's gonna care. Do they play great basketball? Yes, both of them play great basketball. But it's still women's basketball. I don't even watch regular basketball. I don't give a fuck, truth. It's women's basketball. You understand, right? It's women's basketball. It's by nature, it's just boring. Why are you going on about Angel? I don't care about her. Folks, let me ask you a question. Is it manly to watch women's basketball? No. You got Chinese food? Some of that Chinese food's a little bit too salty. I'd rather have a Buddhist plate. They stick all that MSG in there. Let's go ahead and check out some let's go ahead and get the... Oh, God. Dubs is streaming. Ugh. I know he's live again. I see it. As tempting as it is, a big no. Guy's a nutcase.
Catchphrase he's come up with to tell all of his patients. Orbital decompression only has a 1% chance of double vision. What he actually means to say is that orbital decompression has a 20% chance of making you a cross-eyed freak. Closer to a coin flip than what he was suggesting. And him camouflaging the botch rate, what, in his practice, it's 1 or 2%? I don't believe that either. I don't know where he pulled those numbers out of. And then to use the word double vision as opposed to strabismus, literally, that's one of the things I sued him for, fraudulent concealment. Literally lying and misrepresenting data and the surgery you're performing on a patient to get them to do it, and then what happens when you complete...
Oh, shut up. He had already... You admitted that he already warned you about the surgery. Oh, jeez. Every day it's a whine with this guy. It really is. This moron shifts $5 million a year in food and fart powder. Allegedly. I mean, he probably has contracts with restaurants and stuff. That's what keeps him afloat. But beyond that, you know, I don't know. Hey folks, you turned 23. Everyone wish Matthew a happy birthday. 23, man. Those years will creep up on you. Ah, yes, I remember when I was 23. Hey, did you do something crazy there on your birthday there, Matthew? Good cigar. That's a good thing. My cigar's a little bit too hot right now. I gotta wait till it cools down a little bit. But folks, get your questions in. We're gonna start videos 10 o'clock. Found out that I have the same birthday as Fresh from the Fresh and Fit podcast. Sweet. I've not seen him in a while there. Not Myron, the other. Okay. I'll have to check out and see what they're doing one day. That's the thing. There's just so many channels out there. It's hard to keep up with all of them. What's up, Susan? The house coat? Nah. I always wear this because this is the gold standard of my live streams. That's really all I do nowadays on YouTube. Along with make some videos and stuff, but I haven't really done many videos there. There's not been much news to report on, really. But I consider this silver thing, it's no different than it's a uniform per se. When it comes to my shows, Susan, you know, everyone knows the midnight run starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and runs till 12. I like consistent stuff, you know, I like schedules, you know. Everyone knows I'm going to wear the silver robe and stuff on Friday, then I'm going to wear the black robe on Tuesday, and I'll wear whatever on Thursday. It's just the way it is. It allows people to know how to plan for their evening. That's why I keep a schedule. And Quick Pump, hope you're listening. If you're going to live stream, always do it on schedule. Don't just pop in out of nowhere, because I didn't know you were going to stream. Otherwise, I would have hung out with you. Now, if I do a surprise stream, for example, sometimes people will pop in immediately. You know, I might have 4 or 5 people. If I start streaming just out of nowhere. But it takes a while there until people realize it. That's why I do things on schedule for. Good deal. Nothing like a premium cigar. It's more gay to watch other men run around than women. If you're a straight man watching women's sports, it isn't just that, it's just boring. I've tried to watch women's basketball just out of the hell of it. I mean, but you gotta remember, this is the way to judge and decide on things. Now, with the Hulu package, there's ESPN Plus. You can't watch NFL on ESPN Plus. You can't really watch the NBA. ESPN Plus is usually meant for all the sports people don't want to watch. And guess what? ESPN Plus has every single women's basketball game on there. Why? Gets very little traffic. I don't watch basketball at all. I mean, I can play basketball and I'm pretty good at it. But, you know, mean, I haven't played in decades, but you know, when you play as a kid, you know, it's like riding a bike. I can still ride a bike, folks, and I can still play basketball. Sort of. I mean, now I got bad knees and everything. That's what's going to happen to my cousin, Vegan Gaines. As he gets older, his bones are going to wear down just no different than any other person my age. And remember, folks, be sure to twist, not jab. That is such a good cigar, folks. It's a true sign that I am on vacation. Alright, guys, y'all ready to watch some videos? Let's see what we got in tonight. I wonder. Yeah, when it comes to roids, it's gonna make you a little bit more angry. What the Hold on a minute. Is that goofball streaming?
This is why people are contemptuous. This is why.
Why is he
people
streaming
have
on my
confirmation
time?
bias and prejudice, because you're literally wearing a fucking shirt with guns on it and giving everybody mean looks in the restaurant. It's not because you're black. It's because
Hey, someone go into his channel and quit telling him to stream on the stop streaming on the Great One's airtime. What is wrong with this guy? Why is he streaming in my airtime for? Jeez. Little weirdo. Odor66. Marco.
Pete Hegseth, the woman abuser himself, who...
Oh, this guy again. Odor66 because he stinks. Up there whining about whatever.
cheats on his first wife with someone who works at Fox News, impregnates another woman while he's dating somebody. I mean, it's just, and they preach Christianity to us, right? And these are the same people who support Donald Trump. They're the biggest hypocrite losers on the planet.
Thank you for actually seeing what happened, because I've gone to like other places. I don't have Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram.
You know, I noticed that he doesn't talk too much. He does most of the talking here.
But I've noticed that everyone from MSNBC to CNN to Midas Touch has been ridiculing Hegseth, rather than actually focusing on a dictator telling officers, hey, civilians that are Democrat voters are the enemy. We're at war with your cities. Because that's what I heard, man. Like, I'm a retired Marine, and that was actually really worrying and troubling to me.
I think there's a way that we could do both. I understand what you are saying. Make no mistake about it. You are 100% correct. The stuff that Hegseth was saying, it's like a dictatorship. And what Donald Trump said about the enemy, not talking about our foreign adversaries, but talking about American citizens that are, the enemy within. You're absolutely right. And the stuff that Pete Hegseth said.
He's too young to be wearing a hat like that. I mean, this isn't Peaky Blinders or something.
Really discriminatory towards women. Just horrible stuff. I think there's a way that we could do both, though. I mean, go after the character or lack thereof of Pete Hegseth. We know that he's a woman abuser, according to his own mother. He's a terrible human being. And we can also say what they are putting forth is Project 2025, attacks on women, attacks on Americans. And I think there's a way that we could do both. So I get what you're saying, but we can't forget who Pete Hegseth is as well. I think there's a way we could do both. Does that make sense?
I don't know, but I just wish media would focus on that part.
Richard, can I ask you a question real quick? By the way,
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Yes.
How do you feel knowing that a news
I think we need to get a different video than this one. Let's see one of him arguing with someone. Hold on. Hey, this one was put up there 4 hours ago. I think this one will be better.
He had a caller a couple of calls ago, and he was saying that in the Bible that Jesus or someone told women to go get an abortion. I believe he said.
Sorry, I'm going to spice up your video a little bit, just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is. When you have two people that are agreeing with each other and stuff, that makes for boring. We need mints. This is a mints channel. This is a piss trooper channel. I want to hear some people arguing and a hooting and a hollering and a fighting.
Yes, Herb?
Did you hear that? Did you hear it when he said that?
Okay, if he said that or he didn't say that, what does that to pertain to what we are talking about?
Well, the reason why I was asking, I want to know where it was in the Bible.
We'll have that caller call back in and tell us the scripture.
Herb, I don't recall somebody saying that. If they did, they did. If they didn't, they didn't. Do you think would you call yourself a Christian man, Herb, if you don't mind me asking?
So I'm asking you a question, Brian. He said you could find it in the Bible.
Not Brian. The caller said he could find it in the Bible,
Okay,
so we don't know.
Nobody asked me that question.
Brian, wait a minute. Hold on. Brian, you agreed with him. Did you not agree with him?
Herb, once again, I don't agree.
Did you agree with him or not?
Why don't you be quiet? Why don't you let me answer and shut up?
Be quiet.
Yeah, you are, because
I'm
it's
not
my
gonna be
show.
quiet.
It's my show and not yours, Herb. Why don't you let me answer your stupid question? I never said I agreed that in the Bible it says get an abortion. I never said that, Herb. Get the MAGA wax out of your ears. How could you be so stupid, Herb? Really? You're a very ignorant man, Herb. Herb, you voted for Donald Trump. Hey, Herb, let's ask a prevalent. By the way, I didn't. And then he hangs up the phone. Herb, you're a complete imbecile. By the way, let me be very clear. Herb is the guy who supports Donald Trump. Notice how Herb doesn't want to talk about the real issues, which are Medicaid off the table and undocumented immigrants being dropped off at the ER that may not be able to get the health care that they need, the life-saving health care. Herb doesn't want to talk about that, but he calls into this show to say, Brian, do you agree that, Jesus says you should get an abortion in the Bible? I never said that, you stupid idiot, okay? Have a nice weekend, Herb, okay? And have fun pleasuring yourself to your Donald Trump poster. Holy smokes.
You know what's so crazy is this reminds me of my childhood where, like, exactly like you said, Brian, here's the core issue. Here's the core.
At least he has a better looking host than that other dude.
Thing we're talking about, and then there's a whole random sidetrack that has nothing to do with it that distracts from the actual core message and what needs to be talked about. So that's exactly how I was raised, and part of why I had to leave that side of like, let's talk about the bigger issue and stop getting distracted by things that don't really matter.
Yeah, and you know what I would ask Herb? I would say, Herb, are you okay with women that are the victims of incest or sexual abuse to be forced to have that child? Are you okay with that? Are you okay with undocumented immigrants not getting life-saving health care in the ER? But no, Herb wants to talk about some comment that somebody allegedly made about, abortion in the Bible. Herb, you're a complete moron.
See, that one was a lot more mintier. That one was a lot more mintier. Just helping you out, Ryan, that's all. All right, next video. Oh, what did you send me? Oh, it's a second one and okay. All right, we'll check this one out.
Greg is next on PTL. Hello, Greg.
Hello.
What's on your mind today?
Hi, Greg.
Hello.
Yeah, go right
You're
up.
Okay. You've been asking the guy about, how the transgender community has affected him personally. I want to know, how has Donald Trump affected you personally?
Sure.
Me?
In a negative way. You're making money off of him.
Sure. So are you going to let me answer, or are you going to answer for me? Can I answer your question?
Well, I mean, he's a host. Everyone makes money off of things. Even I make about $1 or $2 maybe a day from YouTube. I mean, you're arguing over someone making a living. I mean, nobody does anything for free these days.
I'm asking.
Okay, thank you, because you tried to answer it for me. I made money way before Donald Trump became president. So first of all, how has it affected me in a negative fashion? Well, I've had death threats. And the reason why I've had death threats, and by the way, I've filed police reports about this, is because I speak out against Donald Trump. I did political talk radio before Donald Trump. I never got any death threats. That's number one. Number two, the biggest tax breaks for the top 1% in this country. My taxes haven't gone down. When Joe Biden was president of the United States, I have diabetics in my family. You see, Plan B and Plan D was covered under Joe Biden, which means millions of more Americans were able to get their insulin capped at $35. Donald Trump signed an executive order on day one, going back to his policy where millions of Americans don't have access to insulin capped at $35. Now, I just named you several very key important points, and I will also say on a daily basis, we are more.
And the truth is, even with $35, the pharmaceutical companies are making tons of profit anyway. I mean, diabetic medicine has been around for a century. Literally, it's been around for close to 100 years, so it's pretty cheap.
Divided in this country than we've been in my lifetime, both racially and politically. There's a lot of hatred out there. There's a lot of violence out there. So you could go ahead and say, well, Donald Trump became president. He makes you all this money. Dude, I've been doing radio for 22 years. I don't need Donald Trump as president of the United States. I cover the news for a living. That's what I do. So I just named you several things that have affected me directly because Donald Trump is president of the United States. So there you go, sir. I answered your question. Now tell me, how has Donald Trump helped you in the last 6 or 7 months?
Tax breaks. And
tax breaks. Okay, hold on. What tax breaks are you referring to? And how much money do you make per year, sir?
Well, I make enough.
No. If I'm going to answer your question, I need to know exactly how much money you make every year. Do you make $100,000 a year? Do you make over $400,000 a year? Do you make over $1 million a year?
If you made over $1 million, you got a tax break. That's the point.
How much money do you make every year?
We're going to be screwed this year because of his stupid tariffs on soybeans. But yes,
there you go.
Absolutely,
tariffs are a tax. There you go.
Okay, well, I'm
glad
you
made our point for us.
I'm glad you made our point for us, sir. So there are a lot of farmers out there that are losing their jobs.
Tariffs are absolutely a tax.
So there you go. You found something that Donald Trump actually is.
Yeah, tariffs are killing my business. Like I said, I have $21,000 in business debt, folks, because of the tariffs. But I expected it to happen, you know. The thing about tariffs, folks, is these other companies don't suffer. It's called retaliatory, and they just pass the amount of money from tariffs on to general goods. That's it.
Hurt you on. Can you name me a couple things how he's helped you in the last 6 months policy-wise? Because I answered your question.
Yeah, make your point.
I think you would agree, sir. I answered your question respectfully, and I said, here are 3 or 4 things that Donald Trump has done and implemented that have affected me personally. Name me 3 or 4 things that he's done that have helped you in the last 6 or 7 months policy-wise. I'm open ears, sir.
Well, he has made the country that I fought for not look so weak by.
So he made it okay to hate people. You agree with that?
That I used to vote left, and the weakness on that side is
okay.
pathetic.
So be specific. You didn't name me a policy. You made generalizations in saying that he made us stronger. How did he make us stronger? What policy?
He made it okay to hate.
Well, tell me what policy. What has he done specifically? I don't want generalizations because you MAGA people always call up with generalizations. Well, he made us stronger.
Well, anyone can do that.
He made America great again. Yeah. That's not an answer, sir. Be specific.
You guys do the same thing over on your side.
No, Brian was very specific.
Ask me any question, and I will give you directly what Democrats' policy
Brian was
done
very specific.
Joe Biden, the Chips and Science Act, for example, the bipartisan infrastructure bill. Joe Biden,
I gave you.
No, you didn't.
Those are policies. Those were made law.
These are laws that were put. You can laugh like Tucker Carlson, or you could answer my question.
You want to talk about Stormy all the time, you weirdo creep.
Okay, so
I can get mad.
Hold on, sir.
No, I'm
asking you. No, you're not,
Wipe me down.
Sir. I'm asking you to name specific policies. Try to focus for a moment, sir. I just named you more policies that I liked under Joe Biden and the Democrats. I answered your question. I gave you 3 or 4 things how Donald Trump.
Folks, if you're going to call into a radio show, be prepared. Otherwise, you're just going to get humiliated by someone who does this on a regular basis here. I mean, literally.
Trump has affected me negatively. I want you to answer the question and name me several policies, not generalizations. He's making America great again.
Or laws.
Give me some policies that Donald Trump has implemented that have helped you. Go.
He has slowed down the border.
He's slowed down
because we all know there is man and woman, and that is it.
So what has he done policy-wise that has helped you, and how do transgenders affect your life negatively? What has he done policy-wise?
because this is the country I live in, and this is crazy. We don't have.
I think you're
a middle
crazy.
person.
That's an opinion.
So you're saying it's okay for men to be dressed and not identify themselves and throw ladies and grandmothers on the ground. So you agree that he should have a private military force going around the country asking people to show their papers and their IDs, and if they speak Spanish, it's okay to stop them. You're okay with that?
They stop that. They don't do that.
That's not true.
What are you talking about? They see
That's
now
not
he's dealing in
doesn't know what
fake
he's
news.
talking about. He doesn't know what he's
Now
talking
you're
about.
dealing in fake news, and you're
What transgender? Okay,
it's
so
absolutely
let's
a fact.
go with this. Hold on a second. Let's back up a second. You mentioned transgenders, and now I said, how has it affected you in a positive way? What policy has Donald Trump implemented when it comes to transgenders that has positively affect you in your life? Because that was the question. How has it affected you positively? Because you asked me, how's Donald Trump affected me negatively? I gave you specific examples. So tell me what Donald Trump did with transgenders.
Not hyperbole.
Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
Because we have children, and
You have
we
children.
live in a blue city.
Gotcha. You have
And
children.
they don't need to be around that kind of weirdness.
Okay, so
Are they around that
we
weirdness?
know
Are you
there's a
saying
man
your kids
or
are
woman.
around that?
So your kids,
Uh,
you're claiming your kids are around
They have-
transgenders. Is that what you're saying? And it affects them in a negative way?
Well, yeah, they don't want to see that shit.
Where did they
Okay,
see
so
it? Did they
first
go
of
to
all-
a show?
First of all, this is a radio show. Stop swearing, okay, you bumbling fool. And second of all,
I didn't swear.
yes, you did.
Yes, all the time.
Yes, you- no, you're not going to say.
Yeah,
No.
you can. It's a
Okay,
radio show.
Number two, you're claiming that you have kids. You might not even have them. So tell me what Donald Trump implemented policy-wise that would lead you to believe that your kids in school are not around transgenders anymore. What policy is that, sir?
You don't know nothing.
Sir, answer my question.
know nothing.
Pot him down again.
He
Sir,
can't answer.
sir,
He
I'm
can't.
asking. Okay, so let's backtrack a little bit. Hold on. You claimed that Donald Trump's policy has made it better for your kids to not be around transgenders. Can you please tell me what policy Donald Trump put in place? He hung up the phone. What a shocker.
See, that's what they do. They
Here's
call
why.
names, they get frustrated, and then they
Here's
hang up.
why. Here's why. There is no policy that Donald Trump has put in place that would stop transgenders from going to school. That guy has no idea what he's talking about, and he couldn't name one policy that has helped him. In turn, I named multiple policies under the Trump administration that have affected me negatively.
He said his children were around transgenders. He said, my children are. I was going to ask him, did you go to a show? Did you bring him to a. I mean, where? Where did this happen?
Yeah, so there's no policy put in place that Donald Trump put in there that would stop transgenders from going to school, allegedly being around his kids. Number two, I want to be very clear on this. This is what usually happens when these fools call in.
Yep.
They hung up the phone. I did not hang up on him because he couldn't answer the question.
Brian, you gave him multiple chances. You gave him open-ended questions and many chances. And this is what they don't understand is that they have a chance. You're saying call in, make your point, have an argument with me.
Yeah, you should call in prepared. If you're going to debate against someone like him, you got to be prepared.
Have a debate with me. Make your point. You asked him multiple times.
Leonard.
And he couldn't.
Leonard, you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing, Leonard.
Well, they're ruining this country.
It's so incredible how these cyclops
He
talk.
sounds like a guy that was given the right to hate, and he's happy about it. That's what he sounded like to me.
Just couldn't answer one of my questions. By the way,
I'm surprised he didn't say, well, I'll tell you what.
By the way, anybody can call into this show, as you saw, and ask me a question, and I will answer it specifically. I can give you policies, and I can give you direct examples of how Donald Trump has negatively affected my life. But then when the shoe is turned on the other foot, and I asked him to answer a question about what policies have helped him, he couldn't name anything. All he said was transgenders.
They're not prepared to debate when they call. They just call in with stupid comments, and I
not that-
love the fact that you
Leonard,
say,
I don't think, Leonard, that they're not prepared to debate. I don't think they have the mental capacity or the intelligence to be able to do so.
Well, no, I would have to disagree with you. They're just not prepared to debate. They don't have the experience. I don't even see why he even called in to begin with if he doesn't have his notes. Folks, when I debated Vegan Gains, I studied. I made sure I had my talking points. I had everything written down. Therefore, I was prepared so I didn't sound like a bumbling idiot. That's the same with everybody else that I've debated. Now, the one time that he tried to debate me, even when I was drunk, I still had my talking points. And I destroyed him and his two little vegan friends along with it. I think I just cussed out the other one. I told him to kiss my ass, motherfucker.
That's my
Well,
personal
they were smart
opinion.
enough to dial a phone.
Well, he was smart enough to dial
and he
in.
gave his name. We assume he gave his name.
I'm not sure you have to be smart to dial in a phone, but if you want me to give him credit for
I'm
that,
trying to be positive. He did call in. He spoke in. Well, I guess I can't say full sentences because they were mostly short sentences. But that's okay.
That's true.
I speak in short sentences sometimes.
Thank you, sir, for proving what a nitwit you are. Greg is next on PTL. Hello, Greg.
If you're going to call in, be prepared, okay? If not, don't call in and debate against someone. He's been on the radio, like he mentioned, for 22 years. He's prepared to answer the questions. He's prepared. I wouldn't call myself a master debater. I just study. Before I go and debate against anyone, I'm going to get my talking points. I'm going to have an expectation as far as to what's going to be asked of me. I would have already prepared. I would have already known Trump's policies. I really would have.
Guys, I'm sick of it. I didn't want to have to do it. I didn't want to have to do it because it's going to expose how weird most of you guys are. Everybody that says I have a little thing, do I have to make an OnlyFans?
Well, we don't say it. We saw it. I mean, we don't say it. We saw it. We saw it. You have a eeny weeny cocktail weenie.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no.
Welcome back to the Bubba YouTube channel. Guys, let's get a Bubba army in the chat. Well, y'all, the AMU, the Alpha Male Universe, has been keeping everyone busy because this shit just doesn't stop. However, I have a sad announcement to make, guys. The show is on the road still, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to make a video. So I just wanted to give a heads up to everyone in the community that I'm going to be MIA for a good amount of time. Now, before I get going, right, I wanted to stop on by with another Wes Watson roasting, a superstar in the AMU, and he's really upset that everybody's making fun of his little micro, the shrimp that everyone saw. And yeah, it's getting pretty wild in the AMU. So guys, be sure to hit that like button, and if you're a new viewer or returning viewer, then consider subscribing after watching a few minutes of the content. So for the one time, let's get in the flow. Stay together, let's get bubbly with it, and let's get this show on the road.
Everybody that says I have a little thing, do I have to make an OnlyFans and show all you guys who you're not? Because I can do it, Rook. Should I?
Well, do it. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Will you buy it? Will you see it? Should I just give it for free so that you guys can realize you ain't fucking with me in any area? Trust me. Well, anybody who's real successful at OnlyFans, this isn't about the money. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of people acting like I ain't packing. So let's just...
But we saw it. I mean, the thing about it is, it doesn't matter if you put something else up there or not. No one's going to believe you. So it doesn't make any purpose. They'll just say, it's fake. And then it'll continue. But you see, unfortunately, Wes Watson doesn't have the knowledge to actually ignore the haters, I guess. If you could call it haters. We've just made some observations. He still liked you, though, and called you well-rounded, and for the trolls to cut you some slack. Then a few weeks later, you did something to really set him off. Yeah.
Just do it. Whatever you want to do. How do we do it? How do we make these people see who they're...
I know. Anything can set off Cuban.
They're not. It ain't even about no bag or nothing. It's about you guys realizing that just saying shit online is the stupidest shit ever. And you're wasting a lot of your time because a lot of shit you guys say is completely wrong.
I don't know if you noticed, but Wes Watson had his bitch cleaning in the background. That is wild. Crowned Jose, a alpha male in the AMU who just submits himself to Wes Watson for, I don't know, crazy reasons, right? We call him Cream Pied Jose. But let's get into the juice, right? Wes Watson, he's tired of you guys in the comment sections treating him like he's not packing. Not my words, his words. And this is coming from somebody who is a life coach and alfalfa male, right? I mean, guys, y'all live rent-free in his head. It doesn't matter how fast he's driving the Bugatti or the BBL is bouncing around him. He's literally thinking 24/7 about your troll comments. I mean, this is just wild. He is spiraling down the grifter hole, and now I guess we're in the Only Farts timeline. But guys, it gets worse and worse. Check out this rant.
You guys think that. You guys all think because you have money or you have family, you have kids and stuff, you found the point of life. You think that. But the only reason you would write this is because you know you're not where you want to be. You're like, hey man, is it pointless to have all that and not have a family? I have a family. I may not have money, but I have a family. You don't. I have a family. Like, you guys are so lost, dude. Fuck, dude. My family is everybody I teach and pour love into. My family is still my family because I would never turn my back on them. My family is everybody that I choose to bring under my wing and love and care for. Oh, you had some...
That doesn't even sound sincere. It really doesn't.
Kids, bro. Did you win even though you're broke?
You know, when I sit down and I make a Wes Watson video, I think to myself, has this guy made himself worse? Has his reputation got worse? And I don't know how, but he just continues to make himself even more unlikable. Him and Jack Doherty deserve each other. They should clap because these two guys are some of the most unlikable people I've ever stumbled upon the internet, right? I mean, he's trying to make it sound like the dude that he is with, Crowned Jose, Cream Pied Crowned Jose, is on the same level of family, like legitimate family. I mean, this shit is just wild, right? You would think if you're a true alfalfa, you would have a bunch of children to be able to carry your legacy. But it's the thing, if you've stumbled upon this swole cow, this low cow for the first time, I would argue the fact that he cannot have children because he blasted so much gear or whatever is his biggest insecurity. I mean, this guy literally grifts and uses Angie's children and has a whole family section on his page. Well, he wants to say having a true family doesn't matter. Get the fuck out of here.
After Arm Day, we come back to the pad. You guys, you remember Mario, who has one of the best transformations in the game. In Watson Fit team history, from being drunk and having that party life fuck with him to jacked and regaining back the love and support of his family. Gary got the biggest back in the game. Jose's fucking chilling always. He's doing fucking good. His back felt good today while he's training. He's dropping weight. Rudy, been with the team for fucking 4 fucking years, doing 40K months. And Alfonso just gave us some info about himself that you may have to ask him. He's next level motherfucker. Spiritually like a mother.
Are these people really making money? You got to ask yourself that question. Now, $40,000 a month, that's pretty good. That's about $500,000 a year easy, you know. That's if he's doing that, you know. But here's the thing, folks. Someone can be doing $40,000 a year. You have a lot of these network marketers, MLM people saying they're making $1 million a year. I can almost guarantee they ain't making $1 million a year selling Amway products, that's for sure. There's always something else going on there, folks. Believe me. Wes nearly fell off his militant stoic background mindset. Yeah. He was in love with the money. The money corrupted him. The money, the cars, the luxury, the expenses. It corrupted him. Now he has literally nothing. Nothing. Cuban is good mints, though. I mean, but eventually it's going to run out.
All right, I showed this clip, right? Because in the previous one, he talked about how his elite clients are on the same level of your children, right? In terms of the fulfillment, the joy, the sense of family, right? I mean, did he say that guy, what was his name, G-Bull, that he was packing the most in the game? Whoa, like, bro, pause. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this guy, I swear, he just talks first and then thinks second. And he's always so upset at all of the haters, right? How, oh, we clown him or whatever. But he does this to himself. I mean, he literally said G-Bull or whatever, right? I mean, these guys, it's like they make them in a factory. He said that that guy was packing the most. I mean, maybe I misheard. Maybe you can comment down below as to what you heard, but holy shit, bro. And it just gets crazier and crazier.
How is that even a question? Dude, oh my God, do people use their brains? Bro, I have 57,000 story views. When someone's on the elite program, they're on my story every day. They make content with me every day. Do you guys understand society nowadays? Do you understand the point of social media? Do you understand the point of building your name, building your brand, tends to where you can build any business around your name and brand? You guys want to like build a business and then it builds you. You build you and then you build a business. It's backwards nowadays. Bro, what? What?
Oh my God, like what? Like what's up with Wes Watson talking like the Housewives of Orange County or something? I feel like he's really deteriorated. I think like the whole Angie drama has taken a huge blow on him and he just can't take the haters anymore. And you know what? Let's hit that like and subscribe button just to spite the cornball lame who's bragging about hitting 57,000 views on an Instagram story. I'm gonna laugh when this video has more views than he gets. I'm really gonna laugh my ass off, right? Because like I said, you may be new to this. He charges you $50,000 a year to be an elite client and advertise your lame, weird, fake life so that you can get people to laugh at you. I mean, hey, you know what? If a sucker wants to give this...
Well, I mean, the thing about it is, Ryan, this online coaching stuff, the business that Wes is in, I can almost guarantee that he has no new clients that are signing up for him. The only thing he has is who he has right now that are paying monthly, and that's it. Exactly. All of his clients, I mean, they're getting trolled and made fun of. He's not bringing in any new clients. So once those other people that he signed up cut off those credit cards and call the bank to get those chargebacks, that's pretty much is going to be the end of it, you know.
This lame some money and gets clowned on by the internet for it, you're just giving us free content. I feel like the AMU is a self-sustaining ecosystem of content. It's just never going to stop with these grifters. And it just, it gets pretty crazy because guess what? Yeah, he's talking about the motto of the channel, flow state.
How can you formulate this sentence? Like, how is it possible? Have you ever worked out? When you worked out, did you forget about life and bills and problems? Well, then you were in flow state. Have you ever read? Did you forget about life and bills and problems? Then you were in flow state. Have you ever created a piece of content where you sat down and like put your heart and soul into it, made it art for everyone to consume? Well, then you were in flow state. Like, you guys just like say words. You're like, how did I get in flow state? Like, dude, fuck, dude.
All right, which one of y'all trolled his ass with this flow state question? Y'all got him good, man. Flow state question on a Wes Watson Q&A. That shit's hilarious. I mean, at this point, though, guys, I'm fully convinced that he's adopted the mannerisms of a housewife from Orange County because he even adds, like, the eye rolling and putting his lips out in the air or whatever. I mean, it's all just really strange behavior. I mean, speak of the ending, like, what is bro even on? Like, I feel like his brain is just completely deteriorated. I can't believe a grown-ass man would put himself like this out on the internet. But hey, that's Wes Watson for y'all. And I really think that this was like a fun video. I really like the vibe of this video. And I wanted to say, y'all, I'm going to miss y'all. Hopefully I'll be back soon. But guys, keep up the AMU, keep up everything. Community leaders, do your thing, right? Be in the Bubba Discord, say hello, and I'll see y'all in the future. Till next time.
I like this Bubba character. I mean, it's Jabba the Hutt with muscles, so... We already played, KCB, we already played all of the Frank Tufano shorts, unless he... Let me see if he recently dropped some more. I think those are ones that we played last night, actually. Yeah, we've already played these.
Announcer sparks backlash after mocking plus-size dancers.
Congratulate them. They're now the new face of Ozempic.
Folks, this is how you lose your job, in other words. Why in the... what in the world was he... What in the world was this Negro thinking? Yeah, I heard about this. He will never get an announcing job ever again.
Announcer sparks backlash after mocking plus-size dancers.
Congratulate them. They're now the new face of Ozempic.
The remark made by veteran announcer Joe Bullard to a crowd of 13,500 fans quickly spread online. The Honeybees, a celebrated ASU dance squad founded in 2004, are known for breaking stereotypes in HBCU band culture. Bullard later apologized on Facebook, calling his jab lighthearted banter that crossed a line. But ASU leaders slammed the comments as distasteful and vowed full support for the dancers. Florida's A&M's president also pledged accountability, emphasizing the importance of respect across HBCU institutions. So body-shaming college students is what passes for banter now?
Well, it wasn't a nice thing to say. Here's the problem, okay? Joe Bullard is an old man. He's a lot older than I am, and he knows better. You have to remember, you're still dealing with college kids. You're still dealing with young folks. And old folks like myself, we have to, in situations like this in a professional environment, we have to be a good example for these children's coming up there, you know? Literally speaking. Now, the great one doesn't believe in all this body positively stuff or anything like that, but I'm not going to go up to a fat person and call them fat. I'll call them that on my show because it's not in their faces, it's on a show, and this is for entertainment purposes there. But seriously, would you go, I mean, you wouldn't go up to a corpulent person and call them fat. You want to know why? It's not a nice thing to do. That and not only that, they may whip out the Roscoe and psh, psh, psh. At the very least, they may just slap the living taste out your mouth. But we're supposed, us elders are supposed to be setting a good example for each other, but yeah, the new face of Ozempic, yeah. Oh boy. But I don't consider it. I mean, me personally, it's not a good look. Nope. They're probably going to end up firing him. I mean, it's not the end of his career. Well, no, Don Imus is white. For black folks, we're, generally speaking, black people making fun of other black people, it's a little more forgiving. I mean, I hate to say that, but I know, but the thing about it is, Quick, that just proves my point there, Quick Pump. I've never seen Scott. I mean, if you meet Scott Steiner, nicest person out there. He plays a persona. He's not an asshole in real life there, folks. I mean, really. He's a family man. Now, Rick Steiner, on the other hand, you might be surprised, but Rick Steiner is an asshole. And Scott Steiner, he's a lot more calmer than Rick. You would think it's the other way around, but yeah. And Rick is also very homophobic there, very. And Scott Steiner, he may be, but he's never expressed himself. But Scott Steiner actually is a lot nicer than Rick Steiner, their quick pump. There's a difference between a persona as far as to playing a part on TV for entertainment purposes and in real life. In real life, folks, I don't go and say the same stuff that I say on the radio show or anything, or on the live streams. We're here for entertainment, folks. That's it. Do you think I walk up to black people and you think I walk up to white people and call them crackers or honkies or anything like that? No. I like white people. Yeah, and someone thought that I was racist towards white people. Can you believe that? I was married to a white person for 7 years. Majority of people that I've dated are white, and it's not on purpose or anything like that. I'll be honest with you, gay black men don't really want to date someone like me there, It's just the way it is. Not for good effort. I've dated other black people before, and stuff, but, I would say about 1 out of 5. I've dated a lot of Spanish people, a lot of Latinos, and obviously I've dated Asians. My last boyfriend was Asian and stuff. So, there's a difference between entertainment value and real life value, There's Vince Goodrum and then there's Melvin Goodrum. Well, that is true, but Bullard did not do a good job at it. He's suspended, and he has a $10,000 fine as well. See? Suspended for 2 football games, and is fined $10,000. Like I said, folks, when it comes to black folks, we're more... If it was a white person that said the same thing about those heifers... about those women... then, it would have been considered racist. But a black person saying it, it's okay. It's okay.
Announcer Sparks.
That's the difference there. Like I said, folks, I can go out there. I wouldn't go out there and call someone a cracker, but I can walk out there and yell a bunch of white racist things, and people wouldn't even think I was racist. That's just a society we live in. But if a white person makes one little implied or non-implied or not purposeful, they get called a racist, they get canceled, they get doxxed and everything.
Don't you look heaven? And I was like...
Announcer Sparks back.
No, if I was there, I would just go, moo, moo. Just be making some cow sounds like moo, 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 moo. Folks, now that I think about it, we're coming up on 1 year since Big Lenny had passed away, just about. Yeah. Really sucks. Moo. All right, folks, I will be right back. I gotta take a piss. And when we get back, more mints. Moo! Moo! Moo!
I think I'm like a 7 and like.
You know what? I can't do a good moo. Let's ask YouTube. See, that would have been minty. See, he should have done this. See, this is what he should have done instead. Much better.
Like personality.
What are your looks?
I don't give a shit.
4.5? Yeah, okay, accurate. Okay, let's do it.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
She's like a 5. She's just old.
5? That's not a 5. That's a 7 right there. What is she talking about? That is not a 5, folks.
What?
I mean, she obviously is in a professional environment. Once she takes off the glasses and doll herself up, definitely a 7. That ain't no 5.
Oh, God, no.
4 at the most. The hair is really bad. The eyebrows don't exist. He's very pale, looks kind of sick. He's saying, oh no, so he knows he doesn't look good. The hair is the biggest issue, though.
Oh, Skip.
Kind of cute, actually. But he is right. He does need to clean himself up a little bit.
Ugh.
I don't know.
Old,
I rate myself
unattractive.
from 1 to 10.
No.
Fuck. Right now, a 2.
2. Oh, yeah. 2 again.
5 on a good day.
No, you can never be a 5. You're morbidly obese. You.
Oh, man, this is...
Oh, God, no.
4 at the most. The hair is really bad. The eyebrows don't exist. He's very pale, looks kind of sick. He's saying, oh no, so he knows he doesn't look good. The hair is the biggest issue, though.
Oh, Skip. Ugh.
I don't know.
Old,
I rate myself
unattractive.
from 1 to 10.
No.
Fuck. Right now, a 2.
2. Oh, yeah. 2 again.
5 on a good day.
No, you can never be a 5. You're morbidly obese. You can never even be close to a 5 until you lose that weight.
I should do low, so I like fish for compliments.
5.
Like, dude, you're not a 3.
I feel like I'm not very symmetrical. Definitely.
Symmetry doesn't really matter for attractiveness.
A 3 or a 4.
3 or a 4. It's very
Alright, low bro. You're not a 4. You know that.
hairy up like head to toe.
I'd say a 4. Does that make me more attractive?
Yeah, every joke has some truth. You probably do think that way.
I'm a nice solid 4. 4. On a bad day, 5. Like a 5?
4.5.
Just like a normal, I don't know, 5 or 6.
Nope, you're literally old. How would you be a 5 or 6 if you're literally old? Make it make sense.
What's wrong with old people? Hey! You tool. He is a tool.
5. Just like a normal. I don't know, 5 or
3.
6.
I'd probably give myself a 5 or 6 right now. What do you like about yourself?
Fake nonchalant. Fake, yeah, you get what I mean. He knows he's like above average.
I like everything about myself. I just also see myself realistically. Scale of 1 to 10. How hot are you?
I don't know if I would consider myself hot. I've always had more of a cute vibe. On most days, I err on the side.
She's right, she's not hot.
Cute. I'm a 5 in Ohio, then I'm a 8 in Seattle.
Miami.
What? Is he implying Ohio is harder? I live in Ohio. People here look horrible. I'm not even that good looking at all, and I'm like the best looking in some venues. Like, everyone is so fat here. Everyone looks horrible here. I don't know what he's on about, bro.
Folks, it ain't... how many times I gotta tell you? The Great One smashes a lot of ass here. And it isn't because of looks. It's all about personality, folks. It's style and how you carry yourself, you know. If you care, I've taught you guys this here. Looks will only get you so far. You got to have personality. You have to have charisma with a Q on it there, folks. If you got charisma and you got style and you got class, then baby, you're going to get some ass. Non-negotiable. Just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is, folks.
Bro, in Ohio?
Err on the side of cute.
I'm a 5 in
Bro, in Ohio, you're above average in Ohio. I don't know about Seattle, but...
Ohio, then I'm a 8 in Seattle.
Miami 6 is Seattle 10. Boom.
I think you're ranking yourself a little too high.
Too high?
Ooh.
Okay.
Humble him.
I think I'm like a 6. 6?
Nope. Nope.
6. 6? 6?
Nope. Oh no, she looks better than it. That's funny how all these people think they're the same. You're literally old. You have, like, what are you on about? You're below average.
6?
Nope. You look bad.
6.
Nope. You look really bad. 4.
6? 6?
And then she looks a lot better, at least subjectively, but also objectively, she has better aesthetics, obviously. This girl's more of like a 6.5 even, like top 5% on my scale.
You feel like a 6 right now?
I feel like a 6. I look like a mom 6.
When do you feel hottest?
I know I don't look the hottest, but I definitely feel the hottest when I'm dancing.
After the kids go to bed.
I like it when I wear makeup.
It depends where I'm at in my cycle. When do you feel the hottest? When I've hit my period.
How attractive are you?
Ew.
What's the average of America?
Now that's gross.
Like 4.5, 4.75 on my scale.
There you go. Like a 6 or a 7.
I'd like to say I'm at least a 7. I think my height knocks me down a little bit.
I feel like
Oh, if you have that face and you're short, then
6 or a 7.
I'd like to say I'm at least a 7.
then you have no SMV. I'm sorry, bro. Like, you wouldn't really generally be desirable, to be honest with you, man. If you're short with this face, you're definitely not a 7 as well.
I think my height knocks me down a little bit.
I feel like 7.5 feels good.
You're obese. Are you stupid?
But we can just say 7 to be humble.
Are you delusional?
I think it's 7. 7.
7.
What? Are you people?
I feel like 7.5 feels good, but we can just say 7 to be humble. I think it's 7.
She's subjectively mildly cute. Yeah, I can understand her, like, on the normal scale calling herself a 7. I get it.
7.
That girl looked horrible. This guy looks like a literal This guy looks creepy. Like, how would you be a 7 if people would call the police if you approached them? Like, if you approach girls, they would call the police on you. They would start screaming, help, help, help. You're absolute... What are you on about?
7.
I can understand her saying that.
7?
Yeah.
If I told you everybody gives themselves a 7?
Really?
Yeah, there's already a study on this. Everyone rates themselves as a 7.
Everybody.
I'm a good 7.
7.
He looks solid. Nope, you look horrible.
7. 7.
You look horrible.
7.
7.
You look horrible.
7.
You look horrible.
Cool 7. High 7.
You look... Are you stupid, dude? Wait, these people must be delusional. You're one of the worst looking people in the entire video. How would you be a 7?
Soft 7.
She looks pretty good. I can understand it.
What could you do to improve?
Probably a boot job.
About a 7, 5 from the side.
He doesn't look bad. Oh, this is this Jesse guy on this channel.
I got a weak.
Oh, yeah. You look like, bro. Michael, what's
This is
his
kind
name?
of
I'll put
minty,
him up on
actually.
screen or something. I don't know. You need to lose. You need a cemental liposuction, right there, or lose weight. I don't. You look not that fat though. Yeah, double jaw surgery for sure.
I think I'm a 7.
I think I'm a 7. Let me hear that again.
7, 5 from the side.
got a weak chin.
I think I'm a 7 or an 8.
I think I'm a 7. Yeah, dude, totally, with that voice, bro. Like, that voice already makes you below average, and then, obviously, you're obese. Bad hairline.
I think a 7 or an 8.
Nope, you're old.
I think I'm about an 8.
Nope.
Yeah, if he said that, yeah. You see, that's the whole thing. You could criticize someone on a channel or a radio but none of this stuff he would never say to someone's face.
You look fucking. You look literally horrible. Like, you look like a social reject. Oh, great, and then this shit comes back on. I hate you guys so much. I hate y'all. Alright, I'm gonna get close to the mic.
What is she wearing?
Let me try to work with this and see what we can do here.
8. I'm an 8.
8. 8.
Nope. You look pretty good. Oh, hell no. What the f? Looks like a worse version of Ken Carson, bro. What are you talking about an 8?
I say 8 right
Nope, horrible.
now because my hair is not fully done.
Nope, horrible.
A solid 8.
Not bad. Not bad looking.
I'm gonna say an 8.
Look at 8.
Nope,
8.
nope,
A
nope,
naked 8.
nope, nope. You look like.
I feel like we naked.
Nah, you look literally horrible, bro.
Naked is a lot. What are your best?
Nope, obese.
My smile.
My lips and my beard.
Your frame is your best attribute, bro. It's. Oh wait, my shit crashed. Oh, my shit crashed. Okay, I'm good. What's good? I was gonna say his frame is his best attribute.
My eyes.
Yeah.
Personality.
Yeah.
Summertime I get fresh and I like those.
Yeah.
You look like Gollum, bro. Oh wow. Every guy cares about that. Like.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how hot are you? Depends on who's looking.
8, 9 with personality.
Ew, braces look really, really weird, especially in old people. It's just extremely weird. Well, you were nourished poorly if you need braces. Look really, really.
Depends on who's looking.
8, 9 with personality.
Ew, braces look really, really weird, especially in old people. It's just.
What's wrong with that there? I'm going to need to get braces too. Yeah, folks, I got to get braces probably either sometime this year or next year. I mean, my mom had braces around this age, so it's to be expected. But yeah, folks, I'm going to need braces.
It's extremely weird. Well, you were nourished poorly if you need braces as well. Yeah.
I am a solid 9.
I'm a 9.
9.
9.
Yeah.
9. You know.
Obese. Like what's going through your head? Why would you think you're a 9?
I got the curves.
No one gives a f about that. Look at your face.
On the way here, this was getting hit on pretty hard on the light rail.
Okay, and normies have no relevance on aesthetics. Okay, I get hit on. Am I a 9? No. The fuck?
So like, it's doing it.
I'd maybe say like a 9 or 10 on good days.
I have pretty high self-confidence, and I don't care what other
Self-delusion.
people think, so...
That's not what confidence is, but okay. That's called being delusional. Like, if a lot of people tell you something and then you're like, I'm not going to listen to any of you, I only care about my own opinion, that's called extreme narcissism and delusion.
A 10?
I'm a 10.
10.
Nope, you all look like you look like
I feel like a 10.
A 10.
She's like, oh, yeah, bro, you're a 10, bro. You have a deformed face, but you're a 10. Wait, it looks like that one cartoon, bro. Like The Impossibles or some shit, The Incredibles. I don't know, bro.
This is kind of minty, actually.
Why not? Look at me.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, bro. What's your total face shape? I'll measure his total face shape and put it up on screen. Maybe 1.7 times longer than tall. He has protruding ears, close-set eyes, bad chin to philtrum ratio, bad hairline, bro. What are you a 10 in, bro?
Why not? Look at me.
I'm so hot.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how sexy are you?
I think that ranking people by number is
Shut up.
dumb. I don't do judgment.
Wait, what did she say this?
I think that ranking people by number is dumb. I don't do
Oh, thank you for your opinion.
judgment. I don't even want to put
Well, she is right. Ranking people by number is kind of dumb. I mean, she is right. I mean, I mean, fortunately the world is not that superficial.
Myself into like that headspace.
God, there's no good way to answer this question.
Is there a way to like?
Why is it so deep to people? I would say I'm around a 5 point.
Well, because people are not superficial, you know. I mean, the next answers you're going to get is from normal people's like, who cares?
7.5, maybe a 6 on my best day, when I'm actually like lean and shit. There you are. It's not that deep. Why is it so deep? If looks don't matter to y'all, why is it so deep then? Because all these are the same people who say looks don't matter. So then why is it so deep? Just answer the question.
Answers to not seem like an asshole and not seem insecure at the same time.
Yeah, you're so worried about what other people think about you, bro.
They're both bad.
10. Gesture.
I'm a 10 and everybody's a 10 if they feel like they're a 10.
How are you even a real human? How are you that stupid?
10 and everybody's a 10 if they feel like they're a 10.
10.
What the f wrong with you?
10, right? I'm a 10, man.
Yeah, right. You gotta just call yourself a 10, right? I don't think about anything. I have. Like seriously, bro. What the f wrong with you guys?
I think I'm a 10.
You look like.
My girlfriend thinks I'm a 10.
No, I would humble you really hard. You look like absolute dog shit, obese. Actually, and also.
You wouldn't say none of that to her face here. Believe me, that's a big woman that will go and just sit on you. All right, bust up your chest. You'd have it. You'll be walking home with a shirt full of sore bones.
You're taking out of my tax dollars because you're gonna have health problems because you're so gluttonous. You're gonna take out of my tax dollars when you die for your medical bill. You.
Oh, I'm a 10.
You look like
Definitely. I look in the mirror and I'd be like.
You have a narcissistic personality disorder if you think you look good.
At the moment, I'm a fucking 11. Are you kidding?
At the moment, I'm an 11. No, you look horrible.
Me? Oh, like an 11, I think. According to.
Nice outfit, bro. This looks like a girl trying to like appeal to guys who like little girls or something, bro.
Then I think. According to the YouTube comments and my DMs, a 12.
Oh, this is your guys' fault. All of you needy, horny men hitting up this ugly girl, making her think she's a 12. There you are. Nice laugh, bro. I like that laugh. That's hilarious, bro. Hilarious. Oh, is that working to stop? And it's funny, cause I'm a 5.75, and realistically, I looked better than a lot of guys in this video. That says something.
No, you don't. You're not a 5. You're a 4. I mean, I know what this guy looks like.
Man, that says how delusional y'all are. A lot of y'all looked horrible, bro. Like,
I mean, let's look at his actual channel. You see, I've seen his channel before.
So this is 4.
And the guy is one of the most superficial dudes out there. Watch this here, folks. Let me show you something.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're looking at DJ boy band style.
Getting some morning sunlight. This is the coffee, almond milk, and
yeah, coffee is just a seed.
Hold on a minute. I'll show you guys a actual picture of this dude.
Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to be discussing how to switch to my diet, which that sounds quite egotistical. So,
I mean, this is a guy criticizing the way other people looks. This guy literally looks like he lives in the basement and jerks off for a living. Shitty clothes, shitty hairstyle, and everything. This is the guy that's rating other people. Are you kidding me? I mean, look at him. I mean, we could straighten up the camera a little bit. Let's do that. This is the person that's criticizing people. No muscularity whatsoever. He's a scrawny little white kid.
We'll say a raw primal diet.
Just a scrawny white... I mean, and this guy is rating other people? Are you kidding me? Seriously. And he wants to go in... He's also that guy that encourages people to get surgery and everything. I mean, Quacker, are you out your goddamn mind or something? Seriously. I mean, when I do the rate the whore things, it's for men's purposes. But I mean, this guy is not. I mean, this guy ain't pulling no puss. He has no muscularity whatsoever, and his face is just average. I mean, literally.
In America, I was a 7 out of 10, but here in Latin America, I am at the top of the food chain because just look what I'm getting out here.
Boy, do I love being a 6 out of 10 white boy dating in Latin America. I mean, look how beautiful this girl is. She's pretty much a perfect 10, and she's all over me like a sexy little kitten. So listen up, boys. If you want similar results for yourself, you can get your passport, go overseas to Latin America like I did.
Colonizer. I am a colonizer.
We have someone that we have not introduced to the AMU before, because instead of our usual roided up fake alpha male.
I mean, what the fuck?
No, let's go.
Hey, Vic.
Is there any timestamps on this? Who is this guy?
You gotta get Alfonso on your podcast.
America. Here I am with two girls, double trouble. If you guys are in the United States dealing with boring women that are masculine and combative and don't have any women that are fun, that like to experiment, like these women here in Latin America, then you get your passports and come down here because it's more fun. Double your pleasure, double your fun.
So I'm here with an Amazonian princess who has grapes. She's being very greedy, not sharing. Me dá uma uva na boca. Being fed grapes was the sign of being a king, royalty, in the Greek and...
Now, there's got to be some sort of scheme to this. Casey Redbeard. Who is this person? Let's take a look at Google. You know, it almost reminds me of one of those Tommy Woo commercials. He has to be selling something. Aha, here we go. Yeah, I thought so. Modern dating mastery. $1 for the first week, $97 a month for dating advice from this dude? Are you kidding me?
What's up, everybody? I am Casey Redbeard, and welcome to Modern Dating Mastery. I have some things I wanted to explain to you in this short and concise video. I have some...
I mean, you can't even get a decent haircut. What are you talking about?
Its core teaches women to be masculine and have a generalized...
You have no muscle mass whatsoever, and we expect to pay... You expect someone to pay $97 a month? Are you kidding me? I mean, seriously. And I guarantee if you sign up for that monthly fee, it's gonna be a bitch to cancel. $97 a month. Get out of here. We're not even gonna play the rest of this video. Screw that. Next video. Casey Redbeard. He weighs 330 pounds. Oh. Oh, wow. Damn. That is impressive for being 330 pounds. Definitely a good vertical. He's got to be an awesome power lifter. He doesn't look like anything at all raw. He just looked like just straight up ugly.
A real sheriff from Florida said this.
There's things in life you just can't believe.
Okay, what?
So you order up a prostitute, right?
Oh God, I've seen this guy before.
This prostitute lives with his mother, by the way.
That cop in the back is trying not to laugh.
He's got a massive criminal history.
Look at his lips.
He? What do you mean? Let's start over here again. Did he say he? Did he say he?
A real sheriff from Florida said this.
There's things in life you just can't believe.
Okay, what?
So you order up a prostitute, right?
Oh God, I've seen this guy before.
This prostitute lives with his mother, by the way.
That cop in the back is trying not to laugh.
He's got a massive criminal history.
Look at his lips.
21-year criminal history with 31 criminal charges. So you order up a prostitute.
Oh, look. You can see it.
And that's what you think you're getting.
Look, he's trying not to laugh. There it is.
Now,
the lips.
When you look at that, you go, man, that's pretty rough.
He's going to break.
You know, any port in the storm.
He's cracking
and
behind.
then the next morning when you wake up, you find out this is who it really is.
Oh, dude, he's breaking.
Yeah.
He's cracking. Keep your
we
composure.
Call it Coyote Ugly.
Oh, Coyote
You
Ugly.
see, he's laying on your arm in bed. You go, well, it was rough last night, but I've sobered up.
He's breaking. He cannot keep his composure.
I think I'll just chew my arm off and ease away so I don't disturb him or wake him up.
This is
All
real.
right, so you think you're buying this, you're getting this. He's got 31 criminal charges, and heck, if you're lucky, he doesn't kill you overnight.
Somebody just put me down.
That's how it usually happens sometimes, you know. Yeah, that's one of those rough J Masters whores right there. That's kind of rough right there. Just rough.
A real sheriff from.
Oh God, that's just rough. Next video.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding the.
Oh! Let's play that again.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding.
Dang, his face hit that dirt pretty hard. Yeah, but you shouldn't be riding that on a dirt path like that. You're gonna slip off. Tough break, nigga. No. Looks like a puppet. You mean like, you know, one show I really missed on Comedy Central Raw was Crank Yankers. Crank Yankers was an awesome show. That was very minty. Up there they stopped that show because people started to emulate, you know, kids would watch a show and then they would actually make crank calls. So fortunately, it's 2025 and nobody makes phone calls anymore. And if you do make a phone call, nobody answers it. What did he just do? Oh! You know, when you have a sign like that, I'm not surprised that someone hasn't done that before. I bet you that business gets that A added on there a lot of times. Crank Yankers was awesome. But of course, in this day and age, you know, we don't want to encourage bad habits.
What's cool about her?
Degrading bitch.
Dunk her head in there when you're done. Clean up, bitch.
You ever put a note? We saw somebody the other day in the phone.
129. Oh, I already played this because I still had a timestamp, but it's always good to hear again. So.
Ground. That's where pussy juice and asshole juice mix.
That from under cheese.
Oh,
like we get the from under our balls. We get from under the.
You got to remember, the asshole is a self-cleaning unit. Everything, all the waste goes to the outside. The cleanest part of the asshole is right in the fucking middle. Think about it.
Why we always get to this?
Because you got to either talk about getting drunk, coming on a chick or in a chick, or poop.
What are we on this planet for?
Christina Broccolini.
I say coming and pooping.
The two best feelings: taking a good shit and having a good.
What do they call that when you get a blowjob on the toilet?
Plumpkin.
A plumpkin? I don't know if I could get it.
Ready to fucking die after that.
I don't think I could get hard on the toilet.
Sure you could.
I don't know.
Any girl that would do that has no fucking self-esteem.
Well, that's what's cool about her.
Degrading bitch.
Dunk her head in there when you're done. Clean up, bitch.
You ever put a note? We saw somebody the other day in the fucking shit out. Somebody's carrying around a notepad. You ever do that?
Actually, I admit I did in high school, but I saw how useless that was.
How do you not remember what you lifted last? How the fuck?
Why would that person want to remember such an awful disgrace?
You just lift when you feel like lifting. If you feel strong one day, you go a little heavier. If not, go a little bit
pretty much.
Now, I do want to play this video here, which we got time to do. I think it's a good way to end things.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Little People Tell the Biggest Lies. And the little person in question today...
I haven't had a chance to watch it or review it.
...is Greg Doucette, who just made a video about my steroid use, and yes... I started taking steroids, and Greg made a video about it before GTA 6, and to preemptively answer some stupid questions I know I'm going to get, first of all, steroids are vegan. They're made out of soybeans and sweet potatoes, so don't...
Well, they're made out of the Smilax plant, but who's counting? He is correct, it is a vegan product, I guess.
Don't ask. And I have been natural my entire life up until August 1st of this year. That's when I started using. So, as of recording this video, I have only been using...
Now, I do question the timestamp, but then again, folks, I will be honest with you. Is there a reason for him to lie saying that he started earlier?
Steroids for the past 2 months.
Oh, yes, folks, get your questions in and or donations.
Any videos or content or photos I've uploaded before August 1st, I was 100% natural, just to clear things up. Now, unfortunately, Greg doesn't really care about facts and the truth and presenting information in an accurate way, which is why I'm making this video. And the first oopsie-doopsie, if you can even call it that he made, was in the thumbnail of the video he made about my steroid use, he showed pictures of when I was natural. And unfortunately, this isn't the only time Greg made this oopsie. Throughout the entirety of his video, he made this mistake. If you can call it that, I think this was deliberate. He never once showed any footage in his video response to me where I was actually on steroids. He only showed training clips of me when I was natural back in June, and he misrepresented that I was on steroids at this time, which I wasn't. Again, I think this is deliberate. We'll get into that later, but as is typical, we're going to go through Greg's whole
He might have just been picture grabbing.
video and debunk some of the misinformation he spread point by point.
In today's video, we're going to be revisiting that guy. He goes by the name Vegan Gains. Now, as soon as you hear Vegan Gains, you should be thinking that sociopath, the psychopath, the guy that wanted to record a video of his grandfather having a heart attack.
Are we starting all the way over in the beginning? What's that been? That's been like almost 15 years or so. I mean, literally, that was like 15 years ago almost. I think. How long ago was that anyway? Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and check and see. How long has my cousin had his channel? I am just curious. How long has he had his channel? And the way you could find out is by going to his most oldest video. I thought he had his channel longer than that. I could be wrong. It says 8 years, so...
Hi, everyone.
Oh, that's right. He deleted out a whole bunch of his videos because they did cross the line, sort of. Okay.
Heart attack and passing away. The guy that was happy when John Meadows passed away and was wishing the same fate on his son.
What the fuck? So Greg started his...
Yeah, we're over that now. So that was years ago. I mean, John Meadows is my friend, and I'm still kind of pissed off at my cousin, but it's 2025 there, you know, we got to move on.
This video off with irrelevant personal attacks against me, claiming that I have sociopathic tendencies and I'm this horrible person. Well, that is the definition of the pot calling the kettle black. If anything, you have more sociopathic tendencies than I do. For one thing, I'm vegan, whereas you eat meat. How do you think meat is made? That's right, by torturing and killing animals. Every meal you have, there are victims on your plate, but you do not give a shit. And I've seen Greg care for animals. I've seen him, you know, pet cats. He used to have a lot of pets with his ex-girlfriend. Would you have killed and eaten any of those animals, Greg? Any of the cats that I've seen you, you know, handle and pet? Would it be okay to kill and eat them? Well, what's the difference between your cat, the pig you used to have, I think you used to have a dog at one point, and any of the animals you eat? So you are knowingly and willingly paying for animals to be tortured and killed, and you just don't care. And again, it's because you have sociopathic tendencies, whereas, at least in that case, I do not. I actually love and care for animals, and I adhere to those moral values, whereas you don't. Greg also has a criminal record, whereas I do not. Greg used to work as a drug dealer where he trafficked steroids across the Canadian border.
Well, you don't exactly work as a drug dealer. You just sell drugs. I mean, it's not like you fill out a job application and you go to on-the-job training or anything like that. They don't give you a name badge. You just... I like the fact that he says Greg used to work as a drug dealer. No, you're just a drug dealer. You could call yourself self-employed, I guess.
And eventually he got caught. He had to pay a hefty fine, spent a while under house arrest, which is again, indicative of sociopathy. Sociopaths are impulsive, they're big risk takers, and they have little to no regard for the law, just like Greg. And Greg is also a highly manipulative liar. He's trying to sell people this bullshit supplement, terkesterone, and...
Parent to what, Squeaks? A parent to what? He's not been a parent for 2 years. Vegan Gains doesn't like kids. Who are you talking about?
He makes up complete lies about it in the hopes that idiots will fucking buy it. So he's trying to manipulate people, and he goes as far to claim that his stupid herbal supplement is comparable to highly potent...
See, that's the key difference between... That still the way he said herbal, that's just the difference. Canadians say herbal. We say herbal. So...
highly anabolic and androgenic steroids like halotestin and trenbolone.
What exactly is Turk Platinum and how is it different from Turk Builder Max? And so it has more ingredients than last time. Now, the first time I tried, remember, I've experimented all of this, so I already know that it works. It's not just myself, it's other people as well. It's not just a sample size of one. And so the first time I tried it, I couldn't believe it. It felt like I was on halotestin, perhaps that I was on Tren. Now, Did I put on 15 extra pounds of muscle? No. But when I went to the gym, I could feel it working.
Right, so here's my thoughts on this. I think if Greg is...
He is a distant cousin, Squeaks. Just happens to be a distant cousin. I mean, I you know, Ancestry.com does not lie. You know, and I don't go into details because then I go into my cousin's family records and I don't want you guys calling them up or anything. But it's just his family tree ran into mine. Okay?
is willing to violate the law.
It's not like I asked for it. And in some cases I would prefer not to because it keeps me from telling such horrible jokes as I used to about him. So I'm kind of limited in really criticizing because otherwise my mom would be on me for messing with any relatives as distant as they are their Squeaks. I would love for him not to be my cousin in the jokes category because, you know, but what can I do, you know?
And work.
It's a family policy.
Work as a drug dealer and lie to the police and border agents so that he can smuggle in steroids so that he can sell them and enrich himself and make money, then I think he's also perfectly willing and able to lie about his stupid herbal supplement, claiming it acts like
Not only that, it's pretty cool calling him my cousin.
Halotestin and trenbolone when it really doesn't. So if anybody has sociopathic tendencies here, it's you, Greg. You're the one who supports animal abuse, you're the one who was a drug dealer and has a criminal record, and you're the one who's a manipulative fucking liar who's trying to take advantage of children.
I mean, the animal thing there, I mean, that's just, that's usual vegan talk, but the drug dealing and stuff is kind of minty there.
Children and stupid people so that you can enrich yourself.
This natural vegan, he's hopped up on steroids, and it's not clickbait, it's not, oh, I think he is. He admits it himself. And why does he do this? Well, because his wife divorced him, and so he was lonely. I guess he needed to lock in. Perhaps he's going to try to attract another mate by having a shredded and chiseled physique.
So Greg is literally just making shit up about me. First of all, my decision to take steroids had nothing to do with my separation from my wife. I was seriously considering taking them for the last couple years.
Just as I mentioned before, folks, that's why I said I wasn't surprised that he went on gear, because he's been talking, he's brought that up for the past couple of years that eventually he was going to take it. That's how I knew.
I've been researching about the...
What are you talking about, Squeaks? I mean, he claimed to be a parent, his rabbit, his horse, his dog, and his 4 cats. What are you talking about? That doesn't make any bit of sense.
Since then, and I finally decided to hop on them August 1st. Well, I separated from my wife November of last year, so that's a 9-month gap. I also got very lean and was in great shape before I went on steroids, and I also have no interest in getting a new girlfriend or dating anybody. I don't care. I'm perfectly happy being alone. I don't have any issues about the breakup. I don't feel hurt or abandoned. I don't need anybody. The only reason Greg is assuming these things is because he has issues getting over his...
Oh, because he is my cousin. It's better than saying his full name, Richard Burgess. No. Well, what does it matter anyway? To you anyway, Squeaks? I'm just curious. I can call him my cousin because he's my cousin. It's sort of minty too. So.
His past relationships, and he's projecting his own issues onto me. Not everyone who goes through a breakup is hurt and feels abandoned and needs a new girlfriend. I'm not like that. I'm glad I separated from my wife. My decision to go on steroids had nothing to do with her. I'm just interested in weight training. That's my main focus and passion. And my decision to go on steroids was primarily to just fulfill my interests in regards to weight training. And again, if Greg had any interest in being honest and accurately representing any of this information, He could have just messaged me and asked me about these things. I'm very easy to get a hold of. My Instagram and my email are on my YouTube channel. He could have messaged me and asked, why did you go on steroids? What steroids are you taking? When did you start taking them? Did it have anything to do with your breakup? Why did you break up? How do you feel about the breakup? But no, he just decided to go online and make up a bunch of bullshit. Imagine if people treated you this way. Imagine if I made a video talking about your current girlfriend saying, you know, Greg, I know you're really upset about your breakup with your ex-girlfriend Allie, but paying a prostitute to act like your girlfriend isn't really...
That's questionable. Prostitute?
a healthy way to go about things. She doesn't really love you. You need to find real love and not pay a prostitute. Plus,
real love. Such heroic nonsense, as Megatron would say.
You're risking getting AIDS. This is the type of horseshit that you do, but then you go on to call other people sociopathic. You're a fucking joke.
I don't know. One of those things is probably the answer. But he used to hate on everyone for abusing performance-enhancing drugs, pointing the finger and saying, how dare you? But now the finger is being pointed on himself, and so my, oh my, have the times have turned.
Again, this is another lie. I never hated on anyone simply for taking performance-enhancing...
Oh, yes you have there, cousin. Yes you have. Yes, you have. Don't you just erased all those videos. Yes, you have.
drugs. I've always considered it just a personal choice. People can do whatever they want with their body. What I did do was criticize people for lying, for being fake naturals, for claiming they were natural when they're not so that they could sell supplements like the Liver King. I've always thought lying and dishonesty like that was wrong, but I never criticized anybody simply for taking performance-enhancing drugs. So, once again, Greg, you are a liar. Always keep making those vegan gains.
And so clearly he's made a lot of non-vegan gains. I mean, he's not making the gains from eating vegan, it's from steroids. You see the old Flex, he had a lot of body fat. It was a rather large arm, but it was covered in excess fat. It didn't have a good-looking arm. But now, I mean, his physique, and I'm sorry, I tell it like it is. I'm not going to be biased. His physique is stupendous. It's way above average. But it is, of course, from taking steroids.
And again, Greg is deliberately misrepresenting facts here. He's claiming that all the progress I made is due to steroids and not from just eating well and training hard. Well, Greg, again, I've only been on steroids for the last 2 months. I started August 1st. So I was able to bench 410 pounds as a natural vegan. So you can say what you want about me being fat back then, but I'm pretty sure if you can bench 410 pounds, you have a decent amount of muscle mass. And again, all the video footage that Greg showed of me in his video was of me natural. So if he thinks that my physique is impressive, and he's showing these video clips talking about my physique being great, well then, I built a great physique as a natural, and it's only getting better on steroids.
And told him that eating meat was the cause of it, and he's getting exactly what he deserves?
And since your followers have a tendency to dislike my videos before they even watch them, I think it's only fair that you die of cancer.
Let me show you guys something. This here...
Steroids.
And told him that
Let me show you guys this here. This was almost over 10 years ago, literally. I don't even see why Greg even brings this up. I mean, look at his face at the time. Man, did he look so babyish at that time.
Eating meat was the cause
He was just a little baby back then.
of it, and he's getting exactly what he deserves?
And since your followers have a tendency to dislike my videos before they even watch them, I think it's only fair that you die of cancer.
I didn't know he said that about Furious Pete. I used to watch this guy eat the crazy diets, all the calories. He hopes that he dies of cancer? Like, who wishes cancerous death on anyone? Like,
so the context behind this was Furious Pete released t-shirts depicting a cow getting stabbed with a fork, and on the t-shirt it says, PETA, people eating tasty animals. So he was making fun of the suffering and death of animals, So when he got cancer, I thought it was only fair that I made fun of his suffering and death. So if it's okay to make fun of the suffering and death of animals, why isn't it okay to make fun of the suffering and death of people? And again, after moralizing about how horrible what I said was, wishing death upon someone, Greg goes ahead and wishes death upon me, encouraging me to kill myself by jumping off a roof. By the way, Greg, that is a clear violation of YouTube's terms of service. You cannot encourage someone to commit suicide, so don't blame me if you get a community guideline strike.
Recently divorced Vegan Gains, and so a lot of things can make a man lock in. Oftentimes it's when they become single. For some reason, when there's not a woman next to them, they think, you know, this is the time for me to get my dream physique, for me to go to work and to study, to get a job.
So Greg is just making up more of the same bullshit. Again, I did not get in shape so that I could get a girlfriend. It's been 11 months since I separated from my wife. You really think after 11 months, if I really wanted a girlfriend, I wouldn't have been able to find one by now? The reality is, I got in shape while I was with my wife. I bulked up to 270 pounds so that I could bench 405. I ended up surpassing that goal. I ended up benching 410. And the plan was to lose weight after I reached that goal. And I did. I lost 70 pounds in 3 months while I was still with my wife. This whole narrative you're sharing is made up bullshit. You are a fucking liar spreading horseshit about me. And again, just to be clear, in case it's not obvious, the photos that he shared on his screen, those are photos from when I was natural. I was not even on steroids during that period. Again, Greg is deliberately sharing misinformation. I think he is doing this deliberately because he later shared a video clip where I was talking about when I went on steroids. I actually just started taking steroids 5 days ago. But I've been natural for my whole life. So if Greg was able to track down this live stream stating when I decided to go on steroids, why is he creating this whole narrative that, oh, he was fat before, he didn't have an impressive physique, but now all of a sudden he looks great? It's because of the steroids. It's not because he ate well and trained hard. It's because of the steroids. Again, it's because he's a lying, dishonest jackass.
Vegan Gains, who's now 34, admits to taking testosterone, which is, of course, a performance-enhancing drug. It's a steroid.
So I'm not just on testosterone. I am on testosterone, human growth hormone, and I only just added in Boldenone a week ago. So up until September 24th, I was on 30 milligrams of testosterone cypionate per day and 5 IUs of human growth hormone per day. And I recently switched to testosterone and enthate, and I'm taking about 37.5 milligrams per day, and I'm still taking 5 IUs of growth hormone per day, and I added in 30 milligrams of Boldenone per day. There's a variety of reasons why I added in Boldenone. Don't really want to get into the whole drug stack thing, but
you're also taking a GLP-1. Don't forget that.
That's what I'm actually taking. You know, I've pretty much gotten to damn near the peak of what I think I can achieve naturally.
And so he's like, look, I reached my natural genetic potential, which I do believe for most men, it's going to happen in their early 30s. Perhaps a little bit later, if you're not training scientifically, you've been slacking, or you didn't get into it as early as I did. For example, I started when I was 10. If you start training at 30, I think you could improve until perhaps you're in your 40s.
So Greg is spreading more misinformation in that video clip where I was talking about reaching, you know, damn near close to my peak natty limit. He was showing photos of myself from about 10 years ago, if not more than 10 years ago, when I wasn't even focusing on...
Yeah, I've reached my natural peak a long time ago. So that's why, I mean, I still train and everything just to maintain, but I've maxed out my peak naturalness. I have been getting slightly more muscular because I've been taking steroids here. So, yeah.
Weight training at that point. I was mostly doing road cycling. So if you actually want to see what I look like at my natty peak, this is what I looked like at my natty peak. It was literally the last video I uploaded on my channel where I was giving a physique update. So Greg is deliberately trying to confuse people and mislead everyone into thinking, oh, I was really skinny and not very, physically impressive, and I only developed muscle after going on steroids. No, this is what I looked like, at my peak natty, limit. Now, for comparison, after, 54 days of being on 30 milligrams of testosterone cypionate, so 210 milligrams testosterone per week, and 5 IU's growth hormone per day, this is the change in my physique. I gained 17 pounds in 54 days of just, 210 milligrams testosterone per week and 5 IU's growth hormone per day. And I lost body fat. So I gained damn near close to 20 pounds of lean mass. And you can see an obvious physical difference. So I was already very impressive, with my natural physique, and I'm that much more impressive, with my enhanced physique. And that's in just under 2 months. So why is Greg trying to mislead people in this way? Well, I think you'll find out why in this next video clip.
Now, one thing I would have suggested is you would have started with Turk Builder Max.
I knew it. Turk Builder Max.
Before using testosterone, why not do everything in your power to be natural and get all the gains first from leveraging things that are natty? Now, it is on WADA's watch list, but it's not banned.
Yeah, so imagine how fucking stupid Greg would have looked if he accurately represented my physique transformation, gaining around 20 pounds of lean mass in under 2 months, and then went on to say, oh, you should have taken Turk Builder, my worthless fucking supplement that doesn't do shit. Can you even show me one person who's made even a quarter of the progress I made in the last 2 months taking your fucking Turk Builder supplement? No, of course you can't. The reality is, steroids work, and your worthless fucking supplement doesn't. And that's why you fucking lied throughout this entire video, you misrepresented my physique transformation, acting as if the only reason I built any muscle mass at all was because I was on steroids, which is not true. I've gained an impressive natural physique, and it's become that much more impressive, again, gaining nearly 20 pounds of muscle mass in under 2 months on relatively low doses. Only 210 milligrams testosterone total per week, and 5 IU's growth hormone per day. Your fucking turkesterone supplement can't do anything close to that, and it's a fucking joke that you compare your Turk Builder to halotestin and fucking trenbolone. Give me a fucking break. You're a liar, you're selling a bullshit fucking supplement, and I'm not fucking stupid enough to use your worthless fucking horseshit supplement. That's why I went on steroids. I actually want to make progress, unlike the dumb fuck loser kids who buy your garbage.
So notice his arms. I mean, they're fantastic. He has amazing looking arms now. Back in the day, they were just fat, but he looks significantly better now that he's leaner. Now, obviously, the steroids are going to make it easier for him to keep more muscle, a lower body fat percentage, but it isn't healthy. But at least he waited until he was older. If everyone waited until they were in their 30s to start using performance-enhancing drugs, I really don't think there would be a major problem.
So again, the video clips that Greg showed of me are from back in June before I ever took steroids. That is me in a video training completely naturally, no performance-enhancing drugs. Now, this is what my arms look like now that I'm on steroids. You can see a pretty substantive difference, and I can guarantee you I would not have made that progress on your shitty fucking Turk Builder, and if you think that my physique looks enhanced like I'm on steroids when I'm training naturally, then clearly nobody needs your shit fuck Turk Builder.
Well, of course, I do get it. You get broken up, you have a relationship, and you got fired from work, and you think, yeah, now is the time to really lock in. This was the motivation that I needed. I get that, but I really don't think that you need it. Yeah, you're single now, your woman isn't there for you, and so go take your aggression out on the bike or on the weights or on the sport that you're after, or start studying harder than ever before. But why can't you do it before it's too late? Maybe if you had done those things before the breakup, they would have wanted to stay with you.
Again, I don't know what any of this fucking has to do with me. I was weight training, and I was training very fucking hard when I was with my wife. I benched 410 pounds when we were together. I lost 70 pounds after that big bulk when we were together. None of this had anything to do with our breakup. So why the fuck are you mentioning this?
A lot of times this is what happens. Men, when they get in a relationship, they lose themselves for the other person. They're thinking, you know, I want to be a nice guy. I'm going to cancel my workout tonight because I want to cuddle with you. Do you just hear that sentence? You're canceling your workout to cuddle.
Again, none of this has anything to fucking do with me. I don't know where you're getting this from. It's all made up nonsense. I did not just accidentally bench 410 pounds when I was with my wife. It's not like I took weeks off the gym to cuddle, and then I just went downstairs at one point and said, I'm going to try benching 410. Oh, wow, I'm stronger than I thought I'd be. I didn't accidentally lose 70 pounds in 3 months, where, oh, what happened? I'm almost 100 pounds lighter for no reason. So, no, I was focused on training and nutrition this entire time. I was focused on whatever my goal was. At certain points, I was focused on just muscle growth, hypertrophy. Other points, I was focused on strength. Other points, I was focused on getting lean and looking my best. That was all throughout the duration of my relationship. I didn't skip workouts or anything because I wanted to give my wife attention and cuddle. I was doing my own thing throughout the entire duration of the relationship, and that's probably what got on my wife's nerves, because she was a fucking control freak, she was extremely manipulative, and she was pissed off that she couldn't control me the way she wanted to. So, I don't know why you're making all of this shit up about me when you could have just asked, but we all know you're full of shit, Greg.
Using neural imaging, evidence supports that chronic AAS exposure is linked to structural and functional changes within the brain that are permanent architectural changes.
And so a lot of people, when they report the negative side effects of steroids, it's things like gyno and acne. And
honestly, my cousin's always had a temper issue. I don't think, when it comes to rage, he hasn't gotten any more crazier than he has been already, you know. He still does the same amount of yelling that he did before steroids and afterwards here. So, as far as pimples are concerned, I don't see him. His complexion hasn't changed or anything, you know. So, still.
Hair loss and shrunken.
Not saying that can't happen. He needs to be really careful as far as to how much he's taking, because he's taking a lot of stuff for a short period of time there, especially jumping on the growth hormone so quickly.
Testicles becoming infertile, strokes, diabetes, heart attacks, and so on. But they don't talk about the mental. And I do believe that these articles are becoming more and more prevalent with each passing year. And so, guys and girls, if you are on steroids, really be careful about what's happening to you cognitively.
So now Greg is trying to spread a narrative that I'm more aggressive and crazy and unhinged now that I'm on steroids. You could have just asked me if I'm having any negative mental health side effects. I'm not. I feel great. I'm having more positive mood throughout the day. I'm more energetic. I think more clearly. There is not an increase in aggression. If anything, there's been a decrease in my aggression. I'm just more calm and stable and happy. And again, this should come as no surprise because testosterone is a well-known potent antidepressant. Men who take testosterone see positive mood changes on the aggregate. There's a reason why Greg has gone on testosterone replacement therapy, and he's talked about escalating his doses higher because he feels better and gets mood improvements from it. So you're just full of shit. So that's it for Greg's video. He just lied the entire time, you know, as is typical for him. But if you took anything away from this video, don't take Turk Builder. It's fucking worthless. And again, if it was worth shit, Greg wouldn't have to lie. He wouldn't have to make it seem as though, you know, the gains I made on steroids weren't all that impressive, because again, he only showed my physique when I was natural. He never once in the entire video showed my physique when I was enhanced. So this whole narrative that I should have gone on Turk Builder if you actually see my physique transformation is fucking stupid. Steroids work, Turk Builder doesn't. If just, again, I hope that's at the very least what you take away from this. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you think me being on steroids is a good or bad idea. Just remember, steroids work, Turk Builder doesn't. If we can just agree on that, I'll be happy.
Oh boy. Gotta love it. Oh boy.
Shout out to the real, you gotta be a freak.
Gotta be a freak. I'm not gonna go on too much. There's not a reason for me to go on anything more than what I'm taking now.
10K a day, 10K a day. You know my flavor, I'm the real Alicia Keys. 10K a day, 10K a day. You know my flavor, I'm the real Vanilla Ice. 10K a day, 10K a day. You know my flavor, I'm the real Alicia Keys. 10K a day, 10K a day. Fuck everybody, college don't mean shit. You know I'm broke, world star, hip hop don't mean shit. Got shit, nobody stopping me, I'm untouchable. This interest rate don't mean shit, Eminem don't mean shit. Got shit, world star rap, iced out real. You know you can't touch me, you can't touch, untouched. I'm the real jammer, I'm the real sugar knight, I'm the real sugar knight, I'm the real sugar baby, I'm the real Rob Bailey, Rob baby. Mustang out the shop, Mustang out the shop. I got all the ice cream, I got the fly in the coat. I got all the ice cream, I got the ice in the cream. You know my flavor, I'm the real vanilla ice. 10K a day, 10K a day. You know my flavor, I'm the real Alicia Keys. 10K a day, 10K a day. You know my flavor, I'm the real vanilla ice. 10K a day, 10K a day. You know my flavor, I'm the real Alicia Keys. 10K a day, 10K a day. You can't stop me, you can't stop me. 10, 10, 10. You can't stop me, you can't stop Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey. Can't stop Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey. You can't touch, I'm a touch. You know my flavor, you know my flavor, you know my flavor. What's my flavor? My flavor's fucking ice cream, bitch. Fuck disability, fuck ice cream. I'm the man, you can really can do it. I'm the man, East Coast, West Coast, from Los Angeles. I'm the man, Taylor Swift don't got shit on me. Shit on me, Lil Wayne don't got shit on me. Shit on me. You know my flavor, I'm the real vanilla ice. 10K a day, 10K a day. You know my flavor, I'm the real Alicia Keys. 10K a day, 10K a day. I'm the real vanilla ice. 10K a day, 10K a day. Real trap shit. I'm the real Alicia Keys. 10K a day, 10K a day. Shout out to the real, you gotta be a freak. Gotta be a freak. The man is an editing genius.
I'm tanning at Planet Fitness.
Quick Pump with a $2 donation. That is one good thing about Planet Fitness. You know, even with the black card, which is $29.99, you get the workout, you get aerobics, you got the hydro massage. Some places have that cryotherapy thing, which I like going to. They got tanning, they got upright, they got everything. You know, you go to one of these tanning booths and they charge money and it comes automatically with Planet Fitness. Is tanning important for me? If I decide to ever compete again, yes. Black people have to tan if they want to look right. Although, usually whenever I tanned for a show, it was like at 2 a.m. in the morning or so. for the simple purpose of, I don't want to get embarrassed or anything. A black guy coming out of a tanning booth, they're like, what? What are you doing? What are you doing in there, you goddamn Negro? Negroes don't need the tan. You're already black enough. You blacker than chalkboard. Alright, folks, 7 minutes left. Get your questions in. If you wish to make a donation, you can. Be sure to smash the like button. Because I got to go finish up the grocer's kitchen. Well, I don't really need to finish it, per se. The only thing I really need to do is just download the products, and that's it. I will tell you right now, I built this website. This is the fastest website I ever built. So the AI is just doing a lot more work. My dad was in the Marines and they were using camouflage face paint. The drill sergeant told the black recruit just... Yeah, drill sergeants can be mean sometimes. And it was probably a black guy that probably said it. It was probably a black drill sergeant say that. Why does it do that stupid shit? I swear. When all you want to do is just download one freaking file. Folks, get your questions in. It was the 80s. Yeah, no surprise there. It was a simpler time. It was a great time. I did a drop set on the Machine Preacher curl. Well, just don't get complacent as far as the workouts are concerned. You can find some things are working for right now, and then later on, you plateau. But that's just that's the way things are sometimes. Why do gay vegans in Canada say pro-grass, pro-grass? I have no clue. Free weights will always be #1 in the book, but, nowadays at my age, I focus more on safety. That's just me, though. Alright, folks, I'm going to keep it open another 5 minutes. Make sure that, we get everything answered. We want to do that. But you know what the difference between gay vegans in Canada are from gay vegans in the United States? You know what the difference between the two? Gay vegans are the top, and gay vegans in America are the bottom. Oh, I love the Iron Eagle movies. Except Iron Eagle 3, that was stupid. Iron Eagle 3 was a waste of time. It was just a god-awful movie. And then the Iron Eagle 4, they should have stopped at 3. But no, they had to make a 4. Why? Why? Why did they do that to begin with? Alright, folks. 2 minutes left. Get all your questions in. But yeah, they better not do any remakes of Iron Eagle. I mean, most of the people are, that were in Iron Eagle 4 are dead. But folks, time to go. And once again, we are done with another great night of the Midnight Run. I do want to thank Quick Pump for donating. I want to thank everybody for hanging out for me today, tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for Saturday's Soul live stream. But I'm out of here, folks. As always, peace and soul.